Incremental Science 31. This is the breakthrough in the creation of a womb. If you was watching when I was doing a live the other day and I was showing you how the disbursement of the breakthrough of a womb creates the universe and how the residue builds all the things we see in the universe, such as, sun, moon, stars, quasars, and all that other shit. Well, this right here is the point of explosion through a universe. This is when it comes through. This is the protruding, the reason why it actually makes a womb. This is the womb it makes, and it breaks through the existence and it starts to flow like crazy. This is so much power. This is extreme pressure and heat. So at that point, with the force that's going like this, it's just boom, that explosion that breaks through the existence and go into the next dimension. What happens is all the lighter materials on this side of the dimension that we resonate with, they burn up. Everything that doesn't have a connection to that golden aspect, it burns up because of the speed, the force, the pressure from being packed into this universe. So as it breaks through, it forces its way through. You see all these waves. That's the force that it's coming with, and it's already bending the next level of existence that may take over 1 billion years for that, 100 billion, 100 gazillion years for that process to take place before it creates another universe. But the wall is already feeling the pressure as soon as it comes through. It feels the pressure and it starts deteriorating already. This is a universal mathematical equation that I came up with, and it's E times space-time divided by reality plus, what was it? How did I spell it wrong? Continuance. I put it there. Continuance. So E times space-time divided by reality plus continuance equals a new dimension. So that's, if you want me to say it again for you, that's E right here. E, I'll bring the phone up so you can see it. That's E times space time divided by R, which is reality, plus continuance, creates this. And the reason why I can make that equation and I know that it's real, because the force value, the divine force value trumps everything. So I can put that in motion and multiply that with subsequent value, and I know it's going to create something because of its domineering aspect. When you have a domineering aspect, it's almost like the Joker. You're going to automatically create the outcome of circumstances. Now, this is also a new. This is a new. So a new has to have all its waves. These are the waves that are coming. This is going to formulate all new life. This is going to formulate a new aspect. But the knowledge that comes with that is the compressed knowledge of everything after the world or the last universe or last dimension has been compiled with the divine energy, and now it has to keep going to another dimension. And this is what's taking place. Okay, so the extreme pressure and the heat disintegrates all the negative aspects. But what they try to do while they're still existing in this time frame is what they will do is they will couple with other metals and other elemental values to try to make themselves so heavy that even when they burn down to the smallest particle, they're still there. They're not just the ash that'll float away yet. They're still there, and they can kind of float in, with the burst or with the blast of things. So this is the reason to take on so much of this negative aspect, especially the ones that want to, because they need to be heavy. They need to have more to burn off. If they have more to burn off, then they might just make it through the blast. Ultimately, this force replicates the value. So this is why when you hear circumstances, people say, "Oh, why didn't everything evil from the times of biblical times die away? Why didn't God just kill everything?" It's because the process is fighting. It has a will, and if you can make it through the processes that divine is traveling through, because divine is never going to get damaged. Like, you're not going to do nothing to divine. You might do things to the remnant energies of divine, but you can't do anything to the direct force of constance. You can't do anything to the direct force of continuance. continuance is going to constantly flow. You see what I'm saying? So existence times space time divided by the reality plus continuance equals a new. It's Incremental Science 31. And just to understand how this process continuously goes, I'm letting you know that through space and time, divine is constantly replicating itself. So keep in mind, this universe that we're in now will become a replicating station. It will fill up and it will constantly circle in divine energy at that point because it will be full. It won't, this universe will never be as this, like when it's filled up with divine energy, it will never be what we remember it to be again. It will be pure divine energy. You know what I'm saying? So the cleanup crew, the makeover, the new walls, the new plaster, you know what I'm saying, the new lights, everything is going to be made over. It will never be the same. And once we come into this, whatever makes it with us in here, times the value of what's broken that changes into remnant energy, like the residue that's being caused as it breaks through the second dimension, that residue with the force divided by the pressure and power will create the new system of things, the new beings, the new bodies, the new minerals, the new aspect of thinking, everything. This is why it's called Anu. Okay? So I ain't gonna hold y'all, but this right here is Incremental Science 31. You know what I'm saying? I should go a little while longer because I need to cut it because I can't give you all the juice. You know what I'm saying? But subsequently that now I've been understanding these values, divine has been letting me understand them a lot better and a little more efficient. So it's like when I'm speaking to the value, my talking points, they kind of flow. And I'm like, man, I want to talk a little longer. You know what I'm saying? So it's like my point I need to get out is already out there. So with that being said, yeah, you got to check this out on my Patreon. Well, yeah, you know, because I'm at the end now. So it's going to be on Patreon. I only got to say that. So you already know the vibes, man. Knock.